Hello, and welcome back to our channel.
If you think you're too old to learn a language,
This episode is for you.
Today, we're going to talk about an issue that is more actual than ever, because we're seeing more and more people over 50, over 60, living in a completely new way.
Some people even say that 50 is the new 30.
This generation doesn't want to slow down. They want to learn new things. They want new skills, new experiences.
And at some point, the question appears.
Why not a new language?
But right after that thought, another one shows up.
I'm too old to learn a new language. And what's interesting is that this thought doesn't come from the calendar. It comes from the brain.
Your brain doesn't say that because it can't learn. It says that because it wants to protect you.
Protect you from what?
From feeling uncomfortable, from making mistakes, from feeling like a beginner again.
So if you're over 50, over 60, and you feel this desire to learn, but at the same time you hear that voice saying it's too late,
This episode is for you.
because today we're not just talking about language learning.
We're talking about how to rewire your mind to let a new language in.
Don't just study English, rewire your mind to think in it.
Block 1. The old brain myth.
Let's start by clearing something. Most people think they can't learn a new language anymore because their brain is old.
Because they feel slower.
Exactly. But here's the mistake. They confuse speed with learning ability.
Reframe 1. Speed versus capacity.
Yes, kids learn faster. They repeat sounds without thinking. They don't overanalyze.
But adults do.
And that's not a weakness. That's a different type of brain. Speed is not intelligence, and it's not learning.
Adult brain advantage.
So what do adults have that kids don't?
Context, life experience, patterns.
An adult brain doesn't just memorize words. It looks for meaning. It connects ideas. It asks, why does this matter to me?
The real comparison problem.
But people still compare themselves to children.
And that comparison is toxic.
You're not learning like a child. You're learning like a human with a story.
Core insight, anchor,
Kids learn fast. Adults learn deep.
and depth lasts longer.
Exactly.
Language as meaning, not speed.
So when an adult says, my brain doesn't work like it used to,
What they really mean is
I'm using the wrong rules for the brain I have now.
closing line of the block.
You don't need a younger brain to learn a new language.
You need a brain-friendly approach.
Block 2. The real enemy. Fear disguised as age.
So, if it's not really about age, what's actually stopping people?
Fear, but not the kind people like to admit.
The fear nobody names.
Adults don't fear learning. They fear exposure.
Exposure?
Yes, sounding wrong, choosing the wrong word, being corrected in front of others.
The hidden translation.
When someone says, I'm too old to learn a language, what they're really saying is, I don't want to feel stupid again.
That's hard to admit.
But it's incredibly human.
Why this fear gets stronger with age.
As adults, we build an identity. We're competent, we're respected, we know what we're doing.
And learning a new language threatens that identity.
Exactly.
The brain's protection system.
Your brain's job is not growth, it's safety.
So the brain creates a story.
A very convincing one. I'm too old. My memory is bad. Languages are for young people.
Reframe that changes everything.
But here's the truth. If your brain were truly incapable of learning, you wouldn't feel frustrated.
You would feel indifferent.
Frustration is a sign of capacity, not decline.
Age is not blocking your English.
Fear is.
But here's where it gets interesting.
Because neuroscience shows something most people have never been told.
Your brain might not even be the age you think it is.
And once you understand that, everything about learning a language changes. Block 3. The Brain Age Study. Your brain is not as old as you think.
So if fear is the real enemy, what does science actually say about the aging brain?
This is where things get really interesting.
The study, credibility first.
A few years ago, neuroscientists from Stanford University studied how the human brain ages.
And what they found surprised a lot of people.
They discovered that the brain does not age in a straight line. It doesn't slowly decline year after year.
The big discovery.
Instead, the brain ages in waves. Some systems change earlier, others stay flexible much longer.
including the systems related to
Language, meaning, emotional processing.
brain age versus chronological age.
This led to a powerful idea in neuroscience, the difference between chronological age and brain age,
So, two people can be the same age.
and have completely different brains.
Storytelling example.
Imagine two people, both are 60 years old,
Same birthday candles.
but very different lives.
One stopped learning new things at 30. Same routines, same conversations, same comfort zone.
And the other?
The other kept learning. New skills, new ideas, new languages.
Neurologically,
They don't have the same brain age.
even though they have the same number on their ID.
Exactly. Your ID shows your age, your habits shape your brain.
Why this matters for language learning?
Learning a new language activates multiple brain networks. Memory, emotion, attention, meaning.
It's not just learning words.
It's a full brain workout.
So when someone says, "I'm too old to learn a language,"
Science says something very different.
your brain might be younger than you think. It just needs the right challenge.
But here's the problem.
Most language classes completely ignore how the adult brain actually works.
And that's why so many motivated adults still fail.
Let's talk about that.
Block 4. Why traditional language methods fail adults.
So, if the adult brain can learn, why do so many motivated adults still fail with languages?
Because most language methods were never designed for adult brains.
The classroom problem.
Traditional classes focus on rules, grammar tables, correction, right versus wrong.
That sounds logical.
It sounds logical, but it's neurologically hostile.
What happens inside the adult brain?
For an adult brain, constant correction sends one message: be careful.
Careful means
Don't take risks. Don't speak. Don't expose yourself.
from learning to self-censorship.
So instead of practicing, adults start monitoring themselves.
They translate in their head.
They overthink every sentence. They wait for the perfect phrase.
And silence feels safer.
Exactly.
The brutal truth.
Adults don't fail at English.
English classes fail adults.
They confuse accuracy with fluency.
Accuracy is about rules,
Fluency is about flow,
and flow needs safety.
psychological safety.
Why motivation is not enough.
That's why motivation alone doesn't work. You can be highly motivated
And still feel blocked.
because the method keeps triggering fear.
Closing insight. Retention anchor.
If a method makes you afraid to speak, it's not teaching a language.
It's training avoidance.
So what does the adult brain actually need?
Not more rules, not more correction.
Then what?
A completely different order.
Let's talk about that.
Block 5. What adult brains really need.
So, if rules and correction don't work, what does the adult brain actually need?
3 things, and none of them start with grammar.
Principle 1. Meaning before grammar.
The adult brain doesn't learn isolated information well. It learns meaning.
Meaning connected to real life.
Exactly. If a sentence doesn't matter to you, your brain treats it like noise.
Not the book is on the table, but this is how I explain my idea.
Meaning tells the brain this is worth keeping.
Principle 2. Emotion before perfection.
Adults want to speak correctly.
But the brain wants to feel safe first.
Emotion decides if learning happens. Perfection only comes later.
So, mistakes are not the enemy.
They're the doorway.
Fluency grows where fear disappears.
Principle 3. Usage before rules.
Children use language before they understand it.
Adults do the opposite.
And that's the trap.
Adults need to use language first. Short phrases, chunks, ready-made patterns.
Not translating word by word.
Exactly.
Rules explain what you already use. They don't create fluency.
The big shift, integration moment.
So, learning a language as an adult is not about studying harder.
It's about changing the order.
Meaning, emotion, usage, then grammar.
Fluency is not about speaking correctly.
It's about thinking freely.
So, if you're not too old,
And your brain is capable.
what's the real next step?
Let's close this with one mindset shift that can change how you see English forever.
Don't quit. Rewire.
If you're listening to this and thinking, maybe it's too late for me,
Pause right there.
the desire to learn something new, a language, a skill, a new version of yourself,
That desire doesn't appear by accident.
it appears because your brain is still alive, still curious, still capable of change.
So, if learning feels hard,
It doesn't mean you should quit. It means you're growing.
discomfort is not a warning sign.
It's a signal.
Don't quit because it's uncomfortable. Quit only if you stop caring.
And if you're still here,
You still care,
if you want to learn English, not just with rules,
but with psychology, neuroscience, and real life.
follow this channel.
Because here, we don't just study English.
We rewire the mind to think in it.
Now we want to hear from you. What is something you've always wanted to learn but told yourself you were too old for?
Leave your answer in the comments. Let's break that belief together.